Question 1. At what air pressure level does the governor cut out in a braking system? A. 130 to 145 psi. B. 120 to 135 psi. C. 110 to 125 psi. 240 à 155 psi. The answer is A. 130 to 145 psi. Question 2. What is the purpose of a lanyard pull cable in a vehicle's braking system? A. To tighten the air hoses. B. To open the drain valves. C. To secure the air hoses to the tank. D. To attach the drain valves to the tank. The answer is B. To open the drain valves. Question 3. What is the purpose of a lanyard pull cable in a vehicle's braking system? A. The storage tanks. B. Directly to the tractor brakes. C. To one trailer at a time. D. The left side brakes first. The answer is A. The storage tanks. Question 4. What does compressed air mean in the context of air brakes? A. It's just air. B. Specially treated air. C. A small amount of air placed in a larger tanks. D. Compressed air that is pressed into a smaller space. The answer is D. Compressed air that is pressed into a smaller space. Question 5. What component regulates the compressor to maintain the proper air pressure? A. The governor. B. The president. C. The premier. D. The senator. The answer is A. The governor. Question 6. When does the governor engage or activate in terms of air pressure? A. 10 to 15 psi. B. 40 to 45 psi. C. 20 to 25 psi. D. 30 to 35 psi. The answer is C. 20 to 25 psi. Question 7. What is another term for an air pressure purge in a braking system? A. Flow. B. Dryer. C. Backflush. D. Joint. The answer is C. Backflush. Question 8. What is the purpose of inline alcohol injectors in an air brake system? A. Cleans the air hoses. B. Polishes the compressors. C. Helps to fill the compressors. D. Adds vaporized air line antifreeze to the air supply. The answer is D. Adds vaporized air line antifreeze to the air supply. Question 9. Where is the air compressor directly driven from in a vehicle? A. A separate generator. B. The internal gearing of the engine. C. A separate pump. D. Fan belts. The answer is B. The internal gearing of the engine. Question 10. What is the standard method for measuring air pressure? A. Inches. B. Liters per inch. C. Square footage. D. Using pounds per square inch (psi). The answer is D. Using pounds per square inch (psi). Question 11. What is another term for the supply tank in an air brake system? A. The main tank. B. The purge tank. C. Extra tank. D. The air tank. The answer is B. The purge tank. Question 12. How frequently should the supply tanks be drained? A. Once a month. B. Once you notice contamination. C. During pre-trip inspections, en route inspections, and fueling. D. Only if the gauges show a problem. The answer is C. During pre-trip inspections, en route inspections, and fueling. Question 13. How does the air brake system adjust or compensate for a small air leak while in operation? A. It takes longer to stop the vehicle. B. The other brakes take up the slack. C. The compressors pump in more air. D. No adjustments are taken. The answer is C. The compressors pump in more air. Question 14. What is the function of safety valves in an air brake system? A. Allows the cylinders to be cleaned. B. Protects the system from being overpressurized. C. Allows the brake hoses to be replaced easily. D. Better flow. The answer is B. Protects the system from being overpressurized. Question 15. What is the primary function of air brake antifreeze? A. To prevent the air from freezing. B. To keep the air hoses from freezing. C. To prevent rubber components in the valves from drying out. D. To prevent engine to overheat. The answer is C. To prevent rubber components in the valves from drying out. Question 16. What is Type 20 typically referred to in the context of air brake systems? A. The typical size of brake chambers for steering axles. B. The typical size of brake chambers for trailer axles. C. The typical size of brake chambers for power axles. D. Size of brake part. The answer is A. The typical size of brake chambers for steering axles. Question 17. How much braking force or capacity can the service brakes handle? A. At least 2 times the compressor cutout pressure or 100 psi, whichever is greater. B. At least 3 times the compressor cutout pressure or 200 psi, whichever is greater. C. At least 4 times the compressor cutout pressure or 300 psi, whichever is greater. D. At least 5 times the compressor cutout pressure or 500 psi, whichever is greater. The answer is D. At least 5 times the compressor cutout pressure or 500 psi, whichever is greater. Question 18. What is the primary role or purpose of the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance, CVSA? A. To record all deficiencies with commercial vehicles across North America. B. It's club for all commercial vehicle drivers. C. To standardize commercial vehicle inspections so that defects are applied equally throughout North America. D. All of the above. The answer is C. To standardize commercial vehicle inspections so that defects are applied equally throughout North America. Question 19. What component or mechanism allows the brakes to release more quickly in an air brake system? When the driver releases their foot from the brake pedal. B. When the chambers are not full of air. C. When air pressure in the brake chambers exhausts through the quick release valve. D. All of the above. The answer is C. When air pressure in the brake chambers exhausts through the quick release valve. Question 20. How can you determine whether a trailer should use alcohol-based antifreeze in its air brake system? You would be able to smell it. B. You would have to trust your maintenance team. C. The year the trailer was built. D. There will be a decal fitted to the front of the trailer warning against alcohol use. The answer is D. There will be a decal fitted to the front of the trailer warning against alcohol use. Question 21. At what air pressure level do spring park brakes begin to engage or apply? A. 30 psi. B. 40 psi. C. 50 psi. D. 60 psi. The answer is D. 60 psi. Question 22. What is the standard size of brake chambers used on load-bearing axles? A. Type 30. B. Type 20. C. Type 10. D. Type 40. The answer is A. Type 30. Question 23. When is it appropriate for the tanks to be drained to ensure proper functioning? A. Once the RPM is at 900 RPM. B. After sitting idle for 2 hours. C. Not until the air pressure is depleted and the contamination settles down and starts to drip from the tank. D. None of the above. The answer is C. Not until the air pressure is depleted and the contamination settles down and starts to drip from the tank. Question 24. When the brakes are released, where is the air typically expelled or released through in an air brake system? A. Through the rotors. B. Through the couplers. C. Through the quick release valve. D. Through the air dryers. The answer is C. Through the quick release valve. Question 25. How many airlines are typically connected to a trailer in an air brake system? A4, B3, C1, D2. The answer is D. 2. Question 26. What is the function of a check valve in an air brake system? A. It checks the service tanks for air. B. It protects the service tanks from air supply failure. C. It checks that the hoses are running smoothly. D. None of the above. The answer is B. It protects the service tanks from air supply failure. Question 27. What is the role of brake chambers in an air brake system? A. Convert air pressure into mechanical force. B. Hold the air to be used for the brakes. C. Houses the brakes until they are needed. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Convert air pressure into mechanical force. Question 28. Power units have two service circuits, one for the steering axle. What is the second service circuit used for? A. The drive axle. B. The power axle. C. The trailer axle. D. The last axle. The answer is A. The drive axle. Question 29. From which tank is air pressure for the park circuit supplied? A. The higher pressure of either the primary or secondary tank. B. The secondary tank only. C. Whichever tank has the least amount of pressure. D. The primary tank only. The answer is A. The higher pressure of either the primary or secondary tank. Question 30. To minimize lag time, what component is typically installed near the brake chambers? A. A relay valve. B. Larger air lines. C. Larger glad hand couplers. D. Nothing. The answer is A. A relay valve.